Good morning, everyone, and welcome. It's Libby from Meister Tarot. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you to our First Nations people, the Worimi people, on whose land this is being recorded. Okay, I'm going for something a little bit light-hearted today after Friday's news, and we'll see where it leads us. Now, when I say light-hearted, there's a few serious topics in there, but we'll have a look. Okay. So, news came out last week, and apparently it was common knowledge, but it wasn't common knowledge. Ivana has been buried at the Trump Family Trust, New Jersey, Bedminster Golf Course, next to the first hole, somewhere around about there. Landscaping obviously done by Melania, considering it's just a mound of dirt with a wreath of flowers on it. Nothing. Surely they could have afforded a roll of turf or sod, I think you call it in the US, to roll out over the mound. So apparently what's happened is that Trump, with his attempt at tax evasion, tax exemption, whatever, claimed certain areas of the New Jersey, golf course were a farm because they produced mulch for the gardens, and they have been trying for quite a while apparently to set up a cemetery on the golf course, because in New Jersey, which I gather has quite high property taxes, cemeteries are exempt. So they've gone from, I think originally the plan was about 1,000 plot cemetery down to a couple of hundred plot cemetery, and now it's a 10 plot cemetery next to the first fairway, first tee, first hole, however it is. There's a couple of questions I want to ask on that. A, is Ivana actually buried there, or is it just a bit of a howdy-doody? Because I can't imagine that she would actually want to be buried there. So is she buried there? If so, was it her choice? Is the gold coffin back in the bank vault? And is it a tax ploy? And we know that it is. It is purely a tax ploy. So let's have a look. I'm using my trip and wait because it is Trump associated reading, all a bit trippy and druggy and LSD spin out type readings for these guys. So tell me, is Ivana actually buried at the Bedminster Golf Course? Is she actually there? I can't imagine. Okay, is Ivana actually there? First question. Yes, no, yes, no. Is Ivana actually there? Okay. Seems so bizarre. Okay. There's a yes card. Just wanting something simple. Moral corruption, deception, sabotage, and families. Well, nothing surprises me. I am getting a yes, she is, but then no family. But I will go by the signifier. I think yes, she is. Base of the pack is the truth. Yes, she is. I don't know that she wanted to be buried there, and I don't know that the children wanted to bury her there. So I am getting that she is there, but it's all about moral corruption. It's all about sabotage and betrayal and deceit, which leads me to my next question, and it is about celebration for the family, not celebration for Ivana. I didn't look at the eulogies. I haven't seen them. Apparently they were pretty disgusting from the children, so quite sort of petty and just off is what I've heard. But yeah, so what I'm getting there is that yes, going back to the past. So what's happened is in death she is useful. Oh God, sorry. This is Meister doing a dump on me, so I apologise for the wording of this. In death she was useful to Trump. So he has played on this going back to the past. But I am getting that she is there. Apparently he wanted to build himself a big mausoleum crypt or something, and the locals all said, over your dead body type thing. In other words, it got knocked back. He has no taste, that man. He has no taste. Did Ivana want to be buried there? So I am getting a yes, but it's all icky for the reason. Did Ivana actually want to be buried at the Bedminster? Because I don't even know, did she play golf? I don't know that she did. Why would she want to be buried there? Apparently there's a plot in Queens already, but anyhow, did Ivana want to be buried at the New Jersey Golf Club? I keep hearing New York. No, she wanted to be buried in New York. She wanted to be buried in New York, which is a city she loved. I've been there, doesn't do it for me, but then I'm a country gal, so did Ivana choose to be buried in New Jersey? Just goes to show, make it very clear to everybody what you want done when you pass. King of Pentacles, this is the illusion. This is Trump, the illusion of the wealth. And that's the truth of it. It's all about the king. Wheel of Fortune. I don't think she had specified where she wanted to be buried. Her spirit is coming through saying that she wanted New York. But she didn't put it in her will or make it known to her legal persons that that's what she wanted. So what it is, it's all about, she's not happy there. She's not happy. Okay. It was all about this dude with his illusion. All about the King of Pentacles maintaining this money, this illusion of being wealthy, but also tax avoidance for the trust itself. Now, the children do benefit from the family trust. The money is there, held in trust for them, that I assume they draw on, or they get a payment out of, because that's how trusts usually work. Okay. I know I said it would be a bit lighter, but I'm finding this actually a bit depressing. She didn't want to be there. She's not happy there, but she didn't. It's a lesson to us all. Make it very clear and let your legal people know what you want done with yourself. Or if you can trust your family, let your family know. But if you can't trust your family, then let your legal people know. Okay. Yeah, this threw straight out. It's just this greed, avarice, toxic, drug-induced addiction chained to this yick. Okay. Is the coffin in the ground? The gold, I'm assuming it's gold-plated. I'm assuming it's not solid gold. But is the gold coffin in the ground, or is it back in the bank vault? Tell me, where is the gold coffin? Where is the gold coffin that Ivana was supposedly laid to rest in? Was Ivana laid to rest in the gold, buried in the gold coffin? Was Ivana actually buried in the gold coffin? I wonder if they melted the toilet down to make the coffin. She is at peace, actually. So don't worry about her. She is at peace. She's just annoyed with how she was used. Yeah, she's really annoyed with how she was used. She was really annoyed. Okay. She might use her energies on the other side for a little bit of diddly fiddling, and then that's jumped out as I was saying that. So yeah, watch out. A woman scorned. Okay. Was Ivana buried with the gold coffin? Was she buried with the gold coffin? Let's have a look. I told you it'd be a bit of a silly reading. No. There is a hidden agenda behind it. Three major arcana. This is all telling me to take note. So, High Priestess. Hidden agenda. Not so hidden. She was buried there to confirm it as a cemetery for tax breaks, and I believe it's a 10-plot cemetery, and it's how many acres was it? I can't remember. Might have been a 5 or 10 acre site. More than 10 plots, but it was quite a significant chunk of land. But I think the hidden agenda, she was buried there purely for the tax breaks, which is incredibly sad, to justify it as a cemetery. But this is also very much about spiritual wisdom. So she's there, she's still around. Knight of Wands, rash, brash, abundance, Wheel of Fortune, the devil's on the bottom and the hope's on the top, but it can easily turn. But this is telling me karma, and something is going to be revealed in regards to that karma. Heartbreak and loss, inevitability, disappointment with the harvest, seedy underbelly, the Emperor. Yeah. So my gut is telling me no, that she wasn't buried with the coffin, but she actually has more to say here. So this is her actually saying more. And what she's saying is she has this message that she's inspired to rush in with this message, bringing it forward in regards to the abundance that is going, the fortune of the abundance is going to turn. She's turned this particular question into a moral question, and then turned it again into what's actually going to happen to Trump, because she's feeling betrayed. She's feeling used like she was in life, and she's feeling like she's still being used, and she's not happy about it. So she's going to expose something. She's going to bring something forward. And then when we have a look at that something forward, it's going to lead to heartbreak and loss and disappointment and feelings of betrayal. And this is her. She's heartbroken and feeling betrayed. Card says it all, really. But it's also about a call to arms and a collective awakening. But I really think this is her from the afterlife. Sorry, this is going really quite, I told you it was going to be a strange reading today. It is actually feeling a little bit bizarre, but this is almost like she just is heartbroken about how she's being used in this way, and she's going to, she's disappointed she knows what's so, okay, she's going to bring into clarity. What has been sown is going to be reaped. She is disappointed with the harvest of her life. Oh. Okay, thank you, Master. But she's just disappointed with how it's all gone. So what's going to happen is that she's going to do what she can to expose this corruption and seedy underbelly and swamp of her ex-husband. I really don't know where to go with that. I really don't. She is disappointed, and she's going to bring about full illumination on this delusion in regards to her ex-husband. Now, don't ask me how she's going to do that. I have no clue. But do not underestimate what she will be capable of. Okay, that went a bit off track to somewhere where I didn't expect it to go. Thank you, Master. Okay, right, I'm going to pause for a minute because I just need to have just a moment to just reset after that, and I'm going to light a candle. Thank you. Hang on a sec. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back again. Oh, sorry about that. I'll just bring that a little bit forward so it's not quite so close to the books. Look at the power of that candle going. Wow. She's really putting it out there. I'll just keep an eye on it for a second. But yeah, this is Ivana really putting it out there, and now it's settling down. Thank you. Okay, what I wanted to have a look at next, she's not happy. Okay, what I want to have a look at is Trump's relationship with Fox. What I might do, Trump's relationship with Fox, they've gone, yeah, nah, I think is what they've said. They've realised that he was a useful idiot, and he is no longer useful. So what I might do is I might do 2 rows. We'll keep this fairly easy. Keep this reading a little bit shorter. I'm going to do 3 cards for Trump on the top of my trip and wait, and then I'll do 3 cards on the bottom for Fox of my mystical manga, and we'll see how they line up. Tell me about Trump's relationship with Fox from Trump's point of view. Ooh, moral corruption popped out. Strange that. Oh, working together in regards to moral corruption. Okay, let's have a look. Trump's relationship going forward with Fox. Trump's relationship going forward with Fox. I want to keep an eye on that candle. Anyhow, Trump's relationship going forward with Fox. Trump's relationship going forward with Fox. Okay. 3 cards for Trump. I'll just lay them out. And then I'll bring you down in a minute. You'll see why I chuckled in regards to that. Okay, my mystical manga. Fox's relationship in regards to Trump. Sorry, that one was just upside down in the deck, which was not upside down, back to front, so it was facing out. Just caught my attention. Trump's relationship with Fox. All cards have had a hard life, these ones. Okay, Fox's relationship with Trump. Fox's relationship with Trump. 3 cards, please. 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards. Thank you. Shuffling quick today. Okay, let's see. Now you'll see why I chuckled, because this is Trump's line, this is Fox's line. Fox Entertainment, not Fox News. Yeah, he is feeling let down, completely let down, disappointed. He can't understand why, is what I'm getting. He can't understand why he's in this position with them. He thought he was their buddy boy, their moneymaker, etc. But emotionally, he's feeling really lost. He's feeling lost and disappointed. He's feeling like they have stolen his truth from him, that his truth has been stolen. Now, his truth is not the real truth, we know that. But they have, and it is about the big lie as well. This is the card for the big lie, which is the fraud claims and all that sort of rubbish. This is the cretin sneaking into camp and stealing all the swords of truth to leave the armoury, or those that are trying to protect the truth unarmed. So it's all about disinformation, lies, but he feels like he's been lied to, that they've just stolen this from him. He feels like they've stolen from him. I might draw one more card actually on this row. I've just put them to the side. I haven't reshuffled or anything. He is desperately trying to seek new friendships, new contracts. Now, Trump doesn't have friends. I've always known this. He doesn't have friends. He has people he uses. And once they're no longer useful to him, he discards them. But he has no friends. And even his family are turning against him. But yeah, Fox are walking away from Trump because he no longer serves them. Oh, that's quite interesting. The next card was the Strength card, and then we have the Strength card. The Strength belongs all to Fox. Trump has no strength in regards to this. So, yeah, if they want to discard him, they will. He has no say in it whatsoever. So we have Fox has all the strength. Fox has all the strength in regards to this. We've got the Knight of Cups, sometimes known as the false knight, bringing forward a false offer. So they may still use him a bit going into the... So I don't know if he still does interviews on there. I gather Melania was on there. She's claiming she knew nothing about January the 6th going on. She was too busy photographing the rugs. Or so I just like, seriously. That explains, that sums it up pretty well, really. Didn't know anything about the riots. She was busy photographing the rugs of the White House. They may have an offer for him, but it's a false offer. It's really an offer about what they can use him for, and they're going to set very firm boundaries. Here it is. This is Fox in this position of power, doling out breadcrumbs to whom they choose to, and Trump begging for support. But they're deciding on... They're at the moment, they're deciding who they're going to back and which ship they're going to bring into port, basically. So, no, they've had enough of him. They're not dealing with him anymore. They will still use him to their own benefit when it's appropriate for them, but no, they're not. No. The strength is all in their hands. Okay, lastly, I want to have a look at Alex Jones. Disinformation Central. Now, you've got to remember there's a difference between disinformation and misinformation. Disinformation is deliberately spreading lies and conspiracy theories that you know are false for your own benefit, basically. and it was for him to propaganda his, I think he had a podcast or a radio show or something like that. He was basically doing it to make money. Anyhow, he on his show was claiming for a long time that Sandy Hook's was fake. The Sandy Hook's primary school shooting, I can't remember how many kids and teachers were killed. It was a horrific event, and the fact that no action was taken after that in regards to gun laws just speaks volumes about what is so wrong in regards to the attitude towards guns in the US. But he was publicly stating that Sandy Hook was fake, that the people involved were actors, it was untrue, blah, 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 blah. He's been found guilty of intent to harm and defamation of the families involved. He was taken to court by one of the families for his basics. Just, what a puerile human being he is. So he's been found guilty. I just want to have a quick look at what that means. So, is he going to have to pay obscene amounts to all the families involved? Is he going to have to spend some time in prison? What a despicable human being. Just disgusting. Okay, Alex Jones. I'm glad he's been found guilty. He afterwards, during his trial, he was like, I didn't intend any harm, blah, blah. Well, I'm sorry, but intent doesn't overrule the facts of what you actually did. So, sorry. Okay, let's have a look. Alex Jones, what is the outcome for Alex Jones now that he's been found guilty of intent to harm, defamation of the families? What is the outcome? Using my Golden Universal Tarot, what will happen next for Alex Jones? What will he be required to do? What will be the sentence? Let's have a look. Okay, it's all about the past. His mercenary position in the past. He is going to be sacrificed, basically. About time they brought some of these idiots to heel, and it's a warning to the rest of the bloomin' disinformations. Okay. In the past, it's the subconscious coming to the conscious. He thought he was in a position of strength. He thought he was untouchable, but it is in the past. Crowning the reading, a new emotional beginning for the families. New emotional beginning for the families. They can actually start to move on once this is done. What's the outcome for him? Well, restriction. Externally, he's really anxious. Internally, so he is really anxious about this outcome. Internally, it's a death knell for him. Doesn't necessarily mean death, but he knows it's the ending for him. Hopes and fears, he's going to try and make an offer. He's hoping an offer is made to him. Was about the illusion and delusion that's now been exposed. He had this hidden agenda to influence the voter, but he's now in heartbreak and loss as he perpetuated this lie. Oh, and you got that on there and you got that there. So as he just lied his ass off. Now, I'm not seeing any money here, which is interesting, because, I'll explain in a minute, but you've got here sabotage, betrayal, people walking away from him. They don't want to know him anymore. He was under investigation. This is the King of Cups. There is a decision to be made in regards to this where this court case goes. So you've got the two kings here, King of Swords, King of Cups, investigation, legal, diplomatic, calm. They are actually at a decision about defending. He's going to have to defend himself in some way. I think they've got more on him, because here's my dark money card. I wonder if that's what that offer's going to be, him bringing information to light in regards to the dark money card. But it is interesting. I'm not seeing a financial recompense in regards to this. I'm actually seeing very potentially either jail time or house arrest, or hope it's jail time, but something quite serious in regards to this. It's not about financial recompense, it's about actual restriction that is going to be his sentencing. Wonder if he's going to join Bannon. Ooh, couldn't they have fun together? They could play checkers in the courtyard, they could swap stories, don't drop the soap. Oh, anyhow, step too far. Okay, thank you for joining me. That was a little bit lighter than Friday's reading, but still some things came out today that were quite emotive and obviously needed to be shared. So thank you, Ivana. Thank you, Master. And we shall see where it all leads to. Thank you for joining me. Love to you all, and take care. Look after yourselves. Observe. Don't engage. Do what you can in regards to helping with the midterm elections. Try and convince any youth that you know to register to vote if it's not too late. A lot of them, they are riled up already, but they perhaps need some guidance on how to go about it. I know my daughter, with her first election, she wanted to know the step by step of what you actually did on the day. It's as simple as she came out going, "Is that all?" So, reassurance and guidance for the youth, and do what you can. Look after yourselves, take care, and I shall catch you next time. Bye bye.